Hola y bienvenidos a la unidad 1, lección 11A. So welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 11A. Let's get started. You are going to need your notebook, fichas, so you can make some flashcards, something to write with, and your resource sheet. So this packet here from Mr. Flack. This is a partner optional activity, so if you want to work with another person, you are welcome to do so. If you do not have all of these things, pause the video and then come back. Okay, our learning targets for this unit or for this lesson are I can count from 0 to 20, 0 to 100 by tens, and 0 to 100. And I can communicate about addresses and phone numbers. Our verb of the day is contar, to count. And our cita dice, empezar desde cero no es malo, porque cuando comienzas todo de nuevo, recibes una nueva oportunidad para hacer las cosas bien. Beginning from zero is not bad because when you begin anew, you receive a new opportunity to make things great. Okay, as a reminder, all of your materials that I give you handouts for can be found in the Spanish Student Virtual Resource Binder. You can access this through the link in the Launchpad. Today, we're working with the link that says vocab numbers to a million. Okay, so our numbers. We're missing 0 at the beginning on this. Cero, C-E-R-O, cero for 0. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve. The V like Victor is pronounced like B like boy of English, ba. Then we have 10 for 10, once, doce, trece, catorce, and quince. Notice, tienen nombres únicos. 1 through 15 all have their own unique names. Pero hay una conexión con los números básicos. So 11 through 15 have a connection. Uno, once, very similar, right? Dos, doce, tres, trece, cuatro, catorce, cinco, quince. The roots are very similar. Okay, 16 through 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So what's happening here with 16 through 19 is we're doing math. 10, plus 6, 10 y 6. 10 and 6. 10 and 6 equals 16. 10, y and 7, 7. 10 and 7, that's 17. 10 y 8, 18, etc. You must be able to understand, use all of these numbers. You also need to know how to write them correctly. So pause the video now and make flashcards for any that you do not already know. Okay, now that you've got your flashcards for 0 to 20, now let's talk about how we get to 100. So we finished with 20. Now we're just going to add the word e, which means and our numbers 1 through 9. So 20, 21, 20 and 1. 22, 20 and 2, 23, 24, etc., etc. Notice that our teens and our 20s are written as one word with an I in the middle. Now we need to learn our tens to 100. 30 is 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60. The beginning of that sounds like seis, right? 60, 660. 70, 70. Careful with that. It's close to 60, right? But it has a T instead of an S. 80, 80, 90, 90, and the word for 100, 100. So now once we learn our tens to 100, we just repeat the process of using the word and in the middle and adding our numbers 1 through 9. So if I want to do 30, 30, 31, 31, 30 and 1. 32, 30 and 2. Notice that for our 30s onward, it's now written as 3 words with the letter Y in the middle. 30, 30, Y, or in Espanol, Y, which means and, 1, 30 and 1. 40, 41, 42, etc., etc., all the way up to 100. When we get to 100, cien means 100, but then we have to change cien to ciento. There's no Y and the number, so 101, 102, 103, all the way up to 199. Go ahead and pause the video again and make your flashcards for the tens. You do not and should not make flashcards for every single number up to 100. That's too much. You just need to memorize the pattern. So you need your numbers 0 to 20, and then you need up to 100 by tens. Go ahead, pause the video. When you're ready, come back. All right. All of your numbers are on your packet. And in the bottom box here, we have numbers up to the millions. We're going to cover up to the thousands in another lesson in the future. So for now, you just need to know your numbers up to 100. Let's do a little practice. So I'm going to dictate a series of numbers using equations. So we're going to do a little math, but very basic math. Your job is to write the equations, so just the number plus the number equals and the final number. But for the final number, you should write it in numeric form, and you should also write it in word form, so you're getting practice on how to write the word out if you need to. Let's look at the top of this slide so we can get our math words. To say plus, it's the word más. To say times, it's the word por. To say minus, it's the word menos. And to say divided by, dividido por. So this example, 3 rosas más un girasol equivale a 4. So you would write the number 4 for cuatro and the word cuatro. Here we go. Let's practice. 5 huevos marrones más 7 huevos blancos equivale. So what does that equal? Write the number and the word. 5 más 7. 4 sillas más 9 sofás equivale ¿cuántos muebles? 4 más 9. 23 cebras más 6 jirafas equivale ¿cuántos animales? 23 más 6. 66 árboles menos 9 árboles equivale ¿cuántos árboles en el bosque? 66 menos 9. 27 rascacielos menos 3 edificios de apartamentos equivale ¿cuántos edificios en la ciudad? 27 menos 3. 16 joyas menos 6 diamantes equivale ¿cuántas perlas? 16 menos 6. 15 hombres de jengibre por 4 galletas María equivale ¿cuántas galletas? 25 por 4. 51 chicles por 2 chocolates equivale ¿cuántos dulces? 51 por 2. 84 porciones de pizza dividido por 21 personas equivale ¿cuántos platos? 84 dividido por 21. And our last one, 99 dividido por 33 equivale ¿cuántas obras de arte? 99 dividido por 33. Pause the video, double check all of your basic math. Make sure you wrote out your answers, so both in number and word form. When you're ready, push play and come back to check your answers. Okay, here we go. Son las respuestas, the answers. 5 más 7 equivale 12. 4 más 9 equivale 13. 23 más 6 equivale 29. 66 menos 9 equivale 57. 27 menos 3 equivale 24. 16 menos 6 equivale 10. 15 por 4 equivale 60. 51 por 2 equivale 102. 84 dividido por 21 equivale 4. Y 99 dividido por 33 equivale 3. How did you do? Hopefully you got them all right. If not, don't worry, you're just beginning. You're going to do some more practice with your flashcards and with an activity. So make some flashcards of the numbers, again, that you don't already know in Spanish. If you're starting from scratch, you're making your flashcards for numbers 0 to 20, and then by tens for 20 to 21. If you know numbers 1 to 20, you don't need to have 21, 22, etc. You just need to remember that teens and 20s are one word with I in the middle, and 30s onward are 3 words with Y in the middle. You should practice and memorize your numbers. You should use your flashcards when you wake up, when you're walking to school or between classes, with your friends at lunch. The only way you're going to get things memorized is to practice. Suerte, nos vemos en la próxima lección. Good luck, we'll see you in the next lesson.